Today we are able to rebuild lost jawbone in the upper posterior region very carefully, using ultrasonic surgical techniques. The traditional method required a much more stressful surgical procedure, accompanied by pain, bleeding, and swelling. These undesirable post-operative symptoms will be greatly reduced or eliminated with this new method, which is a tremendous benefit to the patient. I came here today to receive 3 implants. I actually know the old method. Very painful, I must say. I have come in today to find out how the new method works. Of course, I am a bit afraid. Well, let's see how it goes. We start by disinfecting the oral cavity with a generous amount of povidone iodine. The mucosa is punched in those locations where the intralift is to be performed, using a mucosal punch at a speed of 300 RPM. Circular movements of the instrument facilitate circumferential loosening of the mucosal plugs. These are then lifted off the bone using a fine bone rasp and stored in physiological saline solution. The exposed bone is clearly visible. An intralift only is planned at Site 1.6, and an intralift plus implant insertion is planned at Site 1.5. The periosteal bleeding at the access sites produces the blood to be mixed with the augmentation material. This makes the material easier to handle and adds important osteogenic cells, such as osteoprogenitor cells and mesenchymal stem cells, to the mix. A 2.3 millimeter twist drill is used to prepare the site implant bed until it is just short of the sinus floor. At the low speed of 300 RPM, irrigation with a physiological saline solution is not required. This also means that valuable bone chips are caught in the thread of the drill and can be added to the bone replacement material mix. The membrane is checked for integrity at regular intervals using a blunt ball-tip probe. The implant bed at Site 1.5 is prepared in the same way as the osteotomy at Site 1.6. Work with the piezotome begins with the TKW 1 tip. The diamond coating and the laser gradation at 2 mm intervals are easy to see. The preparation calls for slightly circular movements. Maximum irrigation with water, 80 milliliters per minute, at maximum power, level 1, facilitates careful ultrasonic preparation. The distal osteotomy clearly shows the intact Schneiderian membrane. Again, the integrity of the membrane is checked with the blunt ball-tip probe. The membrane is not yet elevated at this point and is easy to palpate. It exhibits tension on probing. The preparation is continued with the TKW 2 tip.